Welcome back. So happy you could join me today. Today, I'm going to be doing a denim upcycle. I saw a picture of Tabitha Brown in this jacket. Amazing. And I was like, I have a bunch of denim scraps upstairs. These are left over from when I did some fringe jackets. But I saved all of this because I knew eventually I would use it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're taking all of this denim and we're gonna make a jacket, at least one for me. And then if I like it, I'll make more. And you can find them on my website. I'm separating this bin into two different piles, light and medium wash and dark wash. I think as a whole, once it's put together, this would be more pleasing to the eye. There'll still be a differentiation. Ooh, is that right? Between the different pieces of denim, since they come from different jeans or whatever. So we're gonna have a couple of light wash jackets and maybe enough to do one dark wash jacket. Now I am cutting up, just cutting off any weird pieces. I do want, once I get all these together, I want my fabric to lay flat. So I'm cutting off any unnecessary curves, and then all of these little strips that I'm not gonna use, they are gonna go in a separate bin, and eventually I'll put those together and make something. So now that I have all of these pieces cut out, I'm gonna go about sewing them together some long ways, just because I need to get as much length as I can, but trying to keep it interesting by crossing a few pieces over, overlapping it just like this, washing it. Hopefully it will fray very nicely. And then I'm trying to make a big piece of fabric so that I can cut out front right, front left, back, sleeves. That's the plan. So I'm sewing these together and closing up pockets and things along the way. I don't want a bunch of open pockets all over the jacket. And then once I got all of the long pieces sewn together, now I'm putting them side by side to make my fabric wide. I hope that makes sense. I think that there is nothing more exciting than seeing things come together like this. This fabric could have been thrown away years ago and been in a landfill. But the fact that I am using it to make something brand new, something one of a kind that I can love and wear for many, many years to come is just amazing to me. And it's good for the earth. Now I've got two big pieces of fabric. I'm just cutting a few holes in it. I'm gonna throw this in the washer, bleach it, and this is the outcome. I could use more bleach spots, but I ran out of bleach. But I think this is a good start. Now I'm gonna start cutting out the pattern pieces. I'm gonna use this just for like a basic shape. I'm gonna change, like we won't have this point here, and I won't cut an armhole, but it's just gonna be straight down, and I'm gonna cut a big rectangle for the sleeve and see how that fits, because it needs to fit more like a kimono rather than like a fitted sweater. So just using this for basic shape, I'm gonna go a little bit longer, maybe, I don't know, we shall see. Here's a shoulder, so extend, come out this way, down, boom. I'm gonna need 3 more fabrics to do the bands. Let's see if I can get a sleeve out of this. So in Tab's jacket, there were 3 pieces of fabric that didn't necessarily match each other, but I think that's the point of the jacket. So I'm just laying out stuff that I have and trying to see what looks good. This is a vintage tie silk that I've had for quite some time. I like the way it looks. The blues kind of tie in to each other, and so I'm going to use that and an African print that was gifted to me. I'm laying them out in the order that I'm going to sew them together. So it'll be the denim sleeve, the African print, and then the vintage tie silk. I sewed together the shoulders of the jacket, sewing the front pieces to the back. So here we are. I've put the shoulders together. The inside still needs some trimming away of things. But so the sleeve is gonna go right here. Okay, and then we will put the houndstooth strip. It's gonna go right along that top seam. Now I'm pinning the sleeves to the jacket, both sides, making sure that it's centered and lined up with the shoulder seam. Then I sew the sleeves onto the jacket. Next, I'm going to change my thread and sew the strip down the sleeve, the very center of the sleeve. I'm covering the shoulder seam and I'm going all the way down to the wrist area. Then I flip the whole thing inside out and I close up the sides of the jacket, going up one arm and down the side. Same thing on the other side of the jacket. Now we're finally starting to look like something. Here I'm cutting 4-inch strips to go down the front of the jacket, and I'm going to use the waistband of a pair of jeans for the collar. So the waistband is going to go from the back of the neck to about the center of the chest, and then from that point to the bottom of the jacket will be the cotton strips that I'm cutting. So I'm pinning the waistband on, and then the strips I folded in half, I serged them and just attached them where the denim waistband stopped. That's a lot of information. I hope it makes sense. This was fun to make, and I tried it on several times. Now, I actually made 2 jackets. This is the first one that I was working on. It was very large, very different from the picture, but I like it. I feel comfortable in this one, but the following day I went back and made a smaller one that you will see here, more true to size when compared to Tab's jacket. I didn't get to bleach this one, but I think that's something I can go back and do if I'm very careful. Let me know in the comments below which you prefer, the smaller size or the larger. One of them will end up on the website, probably the larger. And if you decide to try this on your own, please tag me on Instagram at liveloverisa_. I'd love to see your take on this jacket, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.